Hello everybody, Marcos Villegas here being joined with Paulie Malignaggi. Post-fight Canelo versus Lara. I know a lot of fans are happy, but a lot of fans are kind of scratching their heads over one thing that happened in the fight, and it's that scorecard that was 117-111. What did you think of that score and overall the fight?
You know, the fight could have won either way, and I don't have a problem with it going either way because it was that kind of a fight. It was very competitive, very close, and a lot of rounds are very tough to call. But I do have a problem when you seems like you have a preconceived notion of who's going to win the fight, and you're scoring the fight in that way, you know, because obviously at 117-111, Levi Martinez chose not to watch the fight, and he chose to watch what he imagined would be the fight in his mind.
Looking at this fight as well, a lot of people commented that Lara could have easily won this fight if he was more active. Do you see it that way, as if he would have thrown more punches, would have gotten in there and just did more, the fight was his? Yeah,
but you know, things like that are stupid conversation, because there's a reason he wasn't more active, is because Canelo was preventing him from doing that. So you got to give Canelo credit for that too. I mean, like I said, I could have it either way. I actually had Lara winning by a point, but if you have Canelo winning by a point or two, I don't have a problem with it. So saying Lara could have won the fight if he just threw more punches, it's not that simple. It's just not that simple. And if you reason that way, you're an idiot, because boxing is much more complicated than that. And from that perspective, yeah, Lara should have thrown a little bit more punches, maybe been a little busier to convince the judges, but at day's end, the fight played out the way it played out, and it was very close, the way it was played out.
Was there something that you saw tonight from Canelo that brought up more questions, or did you have a lot of things from his performance answered here tonight?
No, I think it answered a lot of things, because Lara is a guy that nobody wanted to fight, and he's a guy that people wanted to stay away from. So you got to give Canelo credit for going out and taking him on, you know, because a guy with the superstar status of Canelo, who doesn't really have to take on an Erislandy Lara. So, you know, definitely a lot of credit given, because it shows the character of the man, so to speak, and that is Canelo. But from the other perspective, he's not going to run into a guy like Lara again. So as far as technical adjustments and whatnot, I don't think they're really necessary. He fought the fight he could fight. It was close. If he wins it, I don't have a problem with it as long as it's close. I think there's not going to be too many Erislandy Lara type styles he's going to run into again.
This year, would you rather see a fight with Canelo and maybe Miguel Cotto, Canelo and Gennady Golovkin, or which of those guys in line for him most interests you?
I think the Cotto fight is a big selling point. You know, you have the old rivalry with Mexico and Puerto Rico, two big punchers, two exciting fighters with a huge fan base. From that perspective, I think that's the natural fight you should make. So we'll see if they can make it.
You training at all? I see a little mark right here. You training?
That's a scar from the Porter fight.
Paulie, thank you very much. Certainly appreciate it. Here with Paulie Malignaggi, Marcos Villegas for the Boxing Channel.